Call this meeting of the Porter Town Council to order. Please rise and follow in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Corinne, can we have a roll call, please?
Bill Lopez.
Here.
Laura Madigan. Here. Kelly Kierman.
Here.
James Burge.
Here.
And Don Kraft is absent.
We have a quorum. We'll move on to approval of the minutes of the February 10th executive session. I'd look for a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make that motion.
A motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion second. Any question regarding the minutes as presented? Hearing none, all in favor of approval, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Next, we look for a motion to approve the minutes of the regular council meeting on February 10th, 2026.
So moved.
Motion, do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Motion is second. Any questions regarding the minutes as presented? Hearing none, all in favor of approval, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Very good. Move on to consideration of claims and sewer adjustments. Look for a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
A motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions regarding the claims and sewer adjustments?
Only one. Can I please clarify, hold on, sorry, I wasn't prepared for this. Tammy sent us an additional adjustment via email regarding $51.88 from an overpayment on a property that was sold. I just want to make sure that the motion to approve includes that, since it wasn't included in the original packet.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize she sent it separate.
Okay, so would you
That's okay.
amend your motion to include the additional 51? Was it?
Yeah, it's $51.88 from an overpayment
Right, that's a refund due?
on Portage Avenue. Mhm.
And we amend a second?
Second.
So to match.
Mhm.
All right. We're all good?
Mm-hmm.
All in favor of approval, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Okay. Thank you, Laura, for catching that.
Thank you.
Petitions and comments from the floor. If there's anybody here who'd like to bring something forth to the council, please step up. State your name and address for the record. Going once, twice. Okay, we'll close that portion of the meeting, move on to reports. Clerk Treasurer?
Just a reminder that beach permits will go on sale on March 16th. All the information is posted on our website, and people can call me if they have questions.
Okay, thank you. Attorney, anything?
No updates.
Thank you. Police Department, Kelly?
Dan has nothing for tonight.
Nothing, okay. Moving along fast, your Fire Department.
Good evening. I have one request. I would like permission to go out and get quotes for a new rapid response or chief's vehicle to replace the 2014 Explorer that we have we got as a retired police vehicle. Currently that Explorer, it has a little over 71,000 miles on it. It has the water pump that is going out in it. The water pump is about $5,000 in parts and another 40 hours of labor to replace. So it's about a roughly $10,000 repair on a 2014 Explorer. That Explorer is, we don't have extra vehicles, so that Explorer is my backup if my truck happens to go in the shop, which doesn't happen very often, fortunately, but it did just spend a week a couple weeks ago at Ford for some recalls and some warranty work, so it does happen. So without that truck being reliable, I don't have a reliable backup, and it could go at any time, so it takes a response vehicle out of my fleet for my chief officers to be able to quickly respond. Looking at doing the same thing, similar to the truck we just got, an F-150. putting together a package to get quotes on those with upfitting.
Where are you gonna, how are we gonna pay for this? Is it,
I've had some discussions, I believe, am I saying it right, CCD?
Yes, I have to look at the remaining appropriations for the year, but I think we could look at CCD funds, possibly lit funds. I don't think his budget can sustain any of the expense.
We did do the last truck with some opiate funding.
It was.
Funding too, if that, the unrestricted, if that's available, I'm just throwing out there.
Yeah, we've got, I think, around 10,000 remaining, maybe a little less in appropriations there for this year.
how old is the newest truck you have?
The
Yours?
newest truck is a 24, which is the one we just got.
Right.
And then the next one is a 19, which is a hand-me-down police vehicle, and then the 14, which was,
This one's not going to, is it going to be outfitted for a canine?
no.
Okay.
No, this one will not, I'll keep the current one that I am in, and it will go down. The one that will then go as my backup still has some of the old equipment in it, so if I need to go to that one as a backup vehicle, I'll still have the safety equipment that goes off for the dog, so I won't have to eliminate having that. Cause when if I have to go to the Explorer, I'm not able to really take the canine with me because I'm not gonna risk an overheat or something like that.
Okay.
So this one still has that, some of that equipment in it, so we'll have that redundancy of a backup if it does happen, not having to take the canine out of service for search and rescue. And that, there's no additional charge on any of that, it's there, so.
This will be just to get quotes, so we know what it would cost, so we can,
Right, yeah, I'll have to
Decide
get the
if we
upfitting,
wanna do it or not.
and then the quotes on the vehicles. Probably, from my research, we'll probably go with a standard F-150, I think they're cheaper than the police package ones, we don't need the police package, so.
Right.
And then are you going to trade in or see if you can get anything out of the
Yeah, we'll have to
Explorer?
do trade-in value or send it to auction, like definitely $10,000 in repair, and it could go any minute, I have no use
Yeah.
for keeping it on station.
No, but I mean, maybe they'll give you something
Yeah.
for it.
Right, right. Well, I recognize that we've got some time to decide, whether or not we can pull together the money from CCD, possibly opioid, whatever. I know that replacing this truck has, been on, your to-do list, for the last year. So I'm not surprised to hear the request at all. I'm happy to make a motion for you to go out for quotes while we spend some time over the next couple of weeks working with Corinne and seeing, if we can afford to pay for it and from which funds.
Fair enough.
A second.
Okay.
I think that's agreeable.
Yeah.
All right, any other questions? We have a motion and a second that allowing Jay to go out for quotes for one new truck. Any other questions regarding the motion? All in favor of approval, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
That's all I have, thank you.
Jay, the other thing is, did you spoken with the mechanic that works at Public Works regarding the?
Yeah, he's the one that looked at it. He's actually the one that found it. Doing an oil change, found the leaks, so it was found through there. He did the research. He didn't believe it was within his wheelhouse. It takes special tools. That's the other problem. So we'd have to spend additional money on tools.
Yeah,
through
no, it
that
just
way,
seems
so-
a lot, but,
It's the way those motors sit in those trucks, and then you gotta
It
drop
has
the
to
motor, pull the pump, and have a special pulley puller.
all right, no, I
Yeah,
know,
it was-
some of them are, some of them are not engineered very.
Yeah,
My sister had to have that done recently on her Ford Explorer. They had to lift the engine out of the way to.
See, that's why I wouldn't buy a Ford, though.
well, that's the Explorer. They're all anymore. They're all problems.
My driveway's got General Motors cars. All right, that's it?
That is all I have. Thank you.
All right, thank you. We'll move on to Public Works.
Public Works, Jamie is not here today. He did report that the last couple of weeks over there has been running pretty smoothly. He expressed gratitude that just a few days before Corinne left for vacation, she included in the amended salary ordinance that's on the agenda tonight something that we had discussed in our executive session. So I'll echo his sentiment. Thank you so much for Corinne for being so proactive. And it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Jamie Spanier. That's all.
Oh, you didn't tell me that part.
Oh, sorry. It's his birthday also.
Yeah. No, and they were happy with the changes we are making in the salary ordinance.
Yes, I reported back what the council had discussed, and
Because
they
it
were.
it
thank you.
affected them mostly.
Their department was affected most by the emergency call-out pay, and so, yes, they were grateful that, our response was what they were asking for and looking for, and that we agreed with them, and extra grateful, like I said, that Corinne was so proactive to get it. I mean, it's not the only reason that we're amending the salary ordinance tonight, but it was so much faster than anyone expected. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Park Department, Brian.
Start with good news first. We received approval from Rebuilding Together Duneland. We are one of their community projects, so April 25th, it's a Saturday, it's I believe the last Saturday in April. We'll have some volunteers out at Lake Charles Park, and we'll be doing some trail clearing and widening of the footpath that goes around the lake right now, so happy to report that. The second thing I have, and I had emailed the council about this, we had a request come in to possibly have a private fireworks show at Hawthorne Park at the end of March. I told it's actually the company that does our 4th of July fireworks show. There's a private resident that would like to do a birthday show of like 5 minutes, and they're looking for a spot to shoot off. I said I would bring the request to the council, but
Thank you.
it is up to you guys.
So I know we had a couple discussions that and I didn't get a chance to speak with everybody, but I have my opinion on it. I was gonna just ask council's opinion on it.
I don't mind being the bad guy first. As much as I love saying yes to all of the parties, I don't think that it's in the town's best interest to allow for private fireworks displays upon request. I think that if that was something that the town considered would be appropriate and acceptable, to our residents and our residents' pets, then we would determine that ahead of time and say, hey, you fill out an application, you get a permit, and that's how you can get approval for a private event. But simply approving this individual request, I think, is not appropriate. So unless the town is going to consider an ordinance that allows for anybody to apply to get a permit for a private fireworks display any time of year, then I don't think that it's appropriate to approve tonight.
I agree.
I'm pretty much in agreement with Laura. I think it's just
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. And I've got something further on down the agenda, but the last thing I have in my report is that March 14th, it's coming up pretty quick, is our Easter egg hunt. We are in search of an Easter bunny at this point, and we would love any day of volunteers. So it's a Saturday, March 14th. It starts at 11 a.m. is the whistle blow, and at 11:02 all the eggs are gone.
it's a good event.
You said it's on Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday, March 14th.
Okay, that's it, Brian?
That's it for now.
Oh, that was easy. Thank you. Building Commissioner, Director of Development, Michael Berry.
Got a few things. First one is 11 contractors who have paid all their fees and met our requirements for contract.
Look for a motion to approve 11 contractors.
So moved.
A motion and a second.
Second. Kelly seconded.
Any questions regarding the 11 contractors? Hearing none, all in favor of approval, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, contract is approved.
Thank you. Second item, back in January, I mentioned that I had spoken to NDOT about US 12 at Mineral Springs, US 12 at Waverly were under design for a flasher system. And I followed up on that, and what the response was the contract goes to bid in March. So it's possibly June, July area where they'll start installing all those, so good news there.
Yeah, that's faster than,
And that's both intersections, so that's Mineral Springs and Waverly on 12, so that's good to hear. Last item I have is the furnace quotes that we got for town hall. So we had 3 quotes. The lowest responsible quote was from Tin Man Heating and Air Conditioning, Inc., or 2 furnaces, 2 AC units installed with all the components required. It's $22,250. That's what the total comes in on that. So, Corinne, we had budgeted some money towards that, but I don't think it was $22,000, but it was close to that.
Yeah, I don't have that number in front of me.
I know, I think we had put like 15 grand in, figuring one furnace and air conditioner or something like that.
We can pay it all from lit, there's enough.
Right, okay. So this is the 2 units that serve this room, and everything from that wall over is 2 big units. So the bathrooms, the room behind me. The other 2 quotes, one was $27,100, the other one was $36,000. So this is a very good quote for two furnaces, and they're big, 2 furnaces. All of them are similar, so they're 110,000 BTU, 96% efficient gas-fired furnaces with the 5-ton air conditioning units and matching coils. And it's a little challenging to install, so that's still a good price. But asking for what you'd like to do with that quote, if you want to approve that. We'll get it scheduled, or how you want to work it out. I'd kind of like to get it done before it gets hot,
yeah, I
so
think,
we're not in air conditioning
I think,
season.
I think it's a good time to move forward on it, then it'll put them in a good position to get them installed before it gets summer and before,
Yeah,
by the time you get some order and stuff, hopefully it's not
Yeah, it
too
takes a
cold
while
either,
to
so
get,
that it won't
yeah.
be so disruptive to town hall. And we get them done before
yeah.
they break down.
Yeah, take 2 to 3 days to install. Of course, we'll schedule that around meetings, so we're not in here, but right when it's sort of getting into spring and it's temperate, it's not a big deal to worry about the heat. And if the ladies' room gets too cold, I've got a heater we could put in there temporarily, so we can take care of it. And they're 23 going on 24 years old, and they're keeping our fingers crossed, everything keeps working, but run out of fingers, so.
Mike, what was the number from Tim Nan?
$22,250 for Tin Man's Heating and Air Conditioning. He's a licensed contractor who lives in Portland.
If he's a local contractor, he lives in town.
Yeah, he's done work for Brian,
He's done work for me.
Jay, he's
Personally and at the.
done work for me
He's great.
personally.
Did my furnace, I guess.
Yours, yeah, he's a good guy.
For $250 less than what you emailed us?
No, $22,250.
My email says $22,500.
Oh, well, it's $22,250, I'm sorry.
Okay, okay.
I might have just
Great.
transposed it.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
I don't.
So that's the, that's the correct number,
Yep.
22,250?
Yep, got it right here.
Okay, I'd look for a motion to approve the contract for new furnaces and AC units for the town hall with Tin Man for $22,250.
So moved.
A motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion second. Any other questions for Mike or anyone else regarding the contract?
I think it's
Hearing
good
none, all in
price.
favor of approval, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
That's it, thank you.
That's it, Mike?
For the moment.
For the moment. All right. Old business. We have no old business on the agenda. We'll move on to new business. First is resolution number 2026-02, adopting the State of Indiana Public Employee Deferred Compensation Plan, Hoosier Start 457. It's a pre-tax plan for a retirement plan for the employees of the town. We had a discussion about it at the last meeting, and Corinne quickly put it together for us and got it on the agenda. So I look for a motion to adopt resolution, adopt or pass, does it matter how you say it? Resolutions are passed?
To adopt.
Adopt. The resolution, so I look for a motion to adopt Resolution 2026-02.
I'll make that motion.
The motion, do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, we have motion and a second. Any questions regarding Resolution 2026-02? Hearing none, all in favor of approval signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Hopefully, the majority of our employees will take advantage of it.
Find out.
Next thing, we have ordinance number 2026-04, amending salary ordinance 2025-12. This is the first read. This is an ordinance of Town of Porter, Indiana, amending salary ordinance 2025-12, fixing the compensation for town employees, officers, and officials for the year. This mostly, it deals with several things. One was the wording we spoke about regarding call-out pay. The other was actually the verbiage for changing it from assistant police chief to deputy police chief. And there was one more?
Yeah, the third thing was just to clarify that the 27th pay in this calendar year will be paid from lit, so the wages and the employer matching contribution.
Because the uniqueness of this year, we're gonna have 27 pay periods instead of 26.
Right.
Okay. We don't need to act on this tonight. It's not time sensitive, so I just look for a motion to,
So I was gonna ask, I'm sorry I didn't ask you this before the meeting, but because this ordinance only has to do with, how we pay our employees and manage our finances and doesn't affect the general public at all, I was going to ask if there was an objection to suspending the rules to needing to bring it to a second reading and go ahead and decide whether to adopt it tonight or not.
I'm welcome to that.
Then I'll make the motion to suspend the rules, please.
I'll second it.
Okay, a motion to suspend the rules in a second. All in favor of suspending the rules, please signify, or let's have a roll call vote since we need it unanimous.
Laura Madigan,
Yes.
Kelly Karaman,
Yes.
James Burge,
Yes.
Bill Lopez.
Yes. Okay. All right, so then we can move on to a second reading of the ordinance 2026-04, an ordinance of the Town of Porter, Indiana, amending salary ordinance 2025-12, fixing the compensation for town employees, officers, and officials for the year of 2026. I look for a motion to approve the ordinance, adopt the ordinance.
So moved?
A motion to have a second?
I'll second.
Any questions regarding ordinance 2026-04? Hearing none, could I have a roll call vote? Corinne, please.
Laura Madigan,
Yes.
James Burge,
Aye.
Kelly Karaman,
Yes.
Bill Lopez.
Yes. All right. We'll move on to ordinance number 2026-05, amending Chapter 66, Article 3, Division 2, regarding beach permits. Mark, this is the first read. This deals with the, big thing this time of year is beach permits. We're changing that they're gonna be mounted inside the vehicles. And this sets the rate. We didn't change, did we change the rate though?
We did approve the rate by motion
At the,
a few meetings ago, so that part of the town code now says that that's done by motion. So we don't need to worry about the rates, but what this does, again, it says the sticker is gonna go to the inside of the windshield. It can be the front or the rear windshield. It does clean up some language about proper adhesion, so people have to actually stick the sticker with the manufacturer's, sticky to the window. Not, we have people that tape them up or, move them from vehicle to vehicle, so we just wanted to strengthen that language too, so that's not happening. So you can't tape it up, or you'll get a ticket. And then it allows for, in limited circumstances, transfer within the same household if someone purchases a permit and it has not been used, so it has not been stuck to somebody's windshield. So, again, very limited, but that's basically it. It just cleans up the language a little too to make it easier to follow. Before it was kind of paragraph after paragraph of how you would need to go about getting a replacement permit if you sold your car, or windshield was broken, or the permit was stolen.
Would it be in the interest for us to approve this tonight? Would make it easier for you, because they will be going on sale just past our our next meeting.
I don't think it makes a difference to me as long as it's passed before, they go on sale on the 16th. So if it's past the 10th, then that's not an issue, but that's
Right,
up
it
to you
doesn't
guys.
hinder you any moving forward with anything on it then. Well, then we'll just mark it for a second reading at our next meeting. Everybody's agreeable to that?
Sir?
And next we have Porter Chesterton Joint Agreement 23rd Street paving, the joint agreement regarding the paving of 23rd Street. This joint agreement regarding the paving of 23rd Street between the town of Porter, Indiana, and the town of Chesterton, Indiana. I'll let Mike elaborate a little bit on this one.
President, before we move
Go ahead.
forward though, can we have a vote?
Oh, do you want to have a vote on it?
Yeah,
All right, so,
just voted to put it over to second reading.
all right, so we'll
Make
have
a
a
motion
motion.
to set the, to set ordinance 2026-05
For a second.
for second reading on Tuesday, March 10th.
Second?
All right, with motion and second. All in favor of approval of the motion, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, so ordered. Oh, all right, Mike.
Good catch. So, similar to how we did Woodlawn and Oak Hill a few years ago, 23rd Street is split between the municipalities, so we've taken the basic agreement we've used the last couple times and changed the verbiage on it. So Chesterton pays, we split the paving in half, and then it's 20% of that is our match. We have a sidewalk with detectable warning on our side, so that's the only difference in how it's split. So our share, as I word it, is $31,190.23. Chesterton's share is $28,715.23. They approved this last night. Our attorneys looked at it. Saves us $28,715.23.
That's the number I like to hear.
And of course, it helps Chesterton at the same time, so it's a win-win. One of those rare things, it's a win-win.
And they did approve it last night.
They approved it last night, so the copy you have should be the one they signed. I think. I gave it to Corinne anyway, so she's got it, but.
I'd look for a motion to approve the joint agreement regarding the paving of 23rd Street between the town of Porter and the town of Chesterton.
So moved.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any other questions regarding the motion for Mike or myself or? Okay, hearing none, all in favor of approval, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed?
And just add to it, I'll send the contract to NDOT tomorrow, and then we'll get rolling on scheduling it, so. Coming up pretty quick.
Did we approve the contract though?
Contract's approved.
We approved the
You-
contract.
Yeah, the contract's approved, the bid's approved, so that just got signed, yeah.
All right, the last thing we have under new business is Butler Farmers and Surfit Waverly Road kayak launch permitting and coordination agreement. That's Brian.
Yep, so this is for, an agreement that allows BF&S to act on the town's behalf to apply for federal and state permitting so that we can install our kayak launch, adjacent to the Waverly Road, vehicular/pedestrian bridge, where the old pedestrian bridge used to be. It's already a disturbed bank. I looked through, it's a little beyond what I can do permitting wise, so we do need some professional help with this. It's an amount not to exceed $10,000, and that would be paid out of the park donations account. We do have a $5,000 reimbursable grant through Indiana Dunes Tourism, but that can't go towards the engineering, I guess you could call it.
Okay.
So that has to go towards actual physical
Construction
materials,
or
yes.
Okay. All right, so I'd look for a motion to approve the contract with BF&S not to exceed $10,000.
I'll make that motion.
A motion to have a second.
I'll second.
Okay. Is there any other questions for Brian or regarding the contract?
You know, would you mind if I amended my motion to include that the not to exceed $10,000 would be paid for out of park donation funds?
No, that probably, that's good that that's in there.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you amend your second too?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Any other
don't have any
questions?
questions. I have comments. This is so exciting. I'm so happy it's moving forward. Thank you for not
Finally.
dropping the ball on this project.
I had a question for Brian. I think it's a good project. Any idea of numbers of folks that utilize the kayak? Or what we anticipate the usage? Just
We-
Ballpark, guess?
I really don't have a
Okay.
ballpark guess on that. I know it is utilized a lot now as it is just a bank where they go up underneath the bridge, they put their kayaks in and go off from there. So to have something that's an actual launch would be helpful. We worked with the county when that bridge was installed to allow for curbing, and hopefully we can put some gravel parking area down there too, because we do have folks that'll park there, launch, and then somehow get back. I don't know if they have a chase vehicle or what, but it would be it's kind of a middle of the way launch between the Walner Preserve launch that is on Shirley Hines land over by St. Pat's, and then the National Park launch that's over by the Bailey Homestead. So we're about halfway in between those 2 points.
Okay. Excellent.
Brian, is this similar to the one they did at the, on the Lakeshore property over there,
It won't be
I know that one's
accessible.
ADA accessible.
Yeah, that one's ADA accessible because of the way our bank is set up.
Right, we can't do that, but
It's cost prohibitive to do it at ours. But it will be a floating dock on, our floating launch on helical piers that get drilled into the riverbed. Those can be removed, so it's not considered a permanent structure. We will have to pour some concrete to get stairs so that we can get down to it. But it'll be one that rises and falls with the river. So.
Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor of approval, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? All right.
Thank you.
That's it. New business, council comments. No comments? If we all hurry up and get home, we can watch the President's State of the Union address.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah. I wanted to say something before I forgot.
Certainly.
I wanted to express condolences to the family of Andrew Hyman Sr., who passed away Saturday. So, and that's our code enforcement officer's father. So, visitation, I believe, is Friday, and then the funeral Saturday, and it's going to be at Edmonds and Evans Funeral Home. So, just forgot to say that before.
And
And he's our code enforcement, he also was one of the part-time firemen.
he's one of our part-time firemen, he's one of our volunteer firemen, he's a full-time Portage fireman, and Chief Hyman Senior has been chief of Beverly Shores Fire Department for over 40 years, so.
Yep.
Great man, can't say enough about him, so it's a terrible loss to the community, so. We'll be right there standing next to our brothers to honor him this weekend, so.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Yep, I forgot about that. You
And his
mentioned-
grandson is also one of our volunteers and part-time guys.
Right, there's 3 generations of
Yep, 3 generations. Every son is a full-time fireman on a fire department.
Oh,
So yeah, they followed Dad's footsteps. And the oldest grandchild.
All right, no other comments, or I'd look for a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
So moved.
Sorry.